Hey, set your mind right now. Nothing before this matters. We came here with everything still on the line. Everything you wanted in the offseason is still out in front of us. What would you give for that moment right now? Let's go, man.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing.
Yo, what is good, Raider Nation? It is your boy Raider Alex. I am back with yet another video for you guys. In this video, guys, we're going to be talking about the latest news, the first real move of this new era for the Las Vegas Raiders. Before I start though, guys, if you guys are new to the channel though, make sure to subscribe down below. Your support really goes a long way to help me keep pushing out these Raider related videos for you guys. But with that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. Now, like I said, we're going to be talking about the first real move of this new era under the McDaniels and Ziegler era. Personally, I think this was a pretty good move to hire him as the assistant general manager. He has a pretty good resume. Let's go quickly into the background of him. He started off with the Broncos in 2009. He was a scout for them. Eventually worked his way up in the rankings, eventually becoming the assistant director of pro personnel for the Broncos. And he was there until 2014. And honestly, like the Broncos from 2009 to 2014, they had a pretty good run, so that definitely looks good on his resume. You know, if you remember from 2012 to 2014, the Broncos, they just dominated the AFC. They dominated the AFC West in general. So like I said, you know, in Denver he did pretty good. Then eventually he made his move to the Chicago Bears, where eventually he moved up the rankings as well and became the assistant director to player personnel for the Chicago Bears. And you know, if you talk to like a lot of Bears fans, and there's rumblings that Khalil Mack was a huge advocate for him. He was a huge fan of him, and he actually wanted him to become the general manager of the Chicago Bears. So like I said, man, I think this was definitely a good move. If you look at it, I think this guy, I would not be shocked if he's only here for like a year or two if things work out good for us. If this new regime is able to turn things around quickly for the Raiders, because I just think if he can do some good things here in the Raiders, you know, very quickly teams are going to offer him, you know, a general manager position. So like I said, to have an assistant GM who has the, you know, potential to actually be a GM, and we already have a good GM in Ziegler, man, I think this is going to be a very good pairing in the front office. And yeah, like I said, our front office should be very, very much improved, you know, compared to years past. Now, with the hiring of Champ Kelly, I gotta mention another name that, you know, could potentially come into the Las Vegas Raiders as a new defensive coordinator, and that is a defensive coordinator he worked with last year with the Bears, Sean Desai. Like I said, he was the defensive coordinator under the Chicago Bears, and you know what? I mean, last year his defense was pretty good. It was a top 10 defense overall. Also, they were 6th in yards per game. And honestly, the Chicago Bears were a bad team last year, especially on offense. So for their defense to be able to hold it down that good, even though they were a bad team, I think that says a lot to the job he was able to do with the Chicago Bears. So that's definitely an interesting name to keep a lookout for. Now, when it comes to his defense, man, this guy is very versatile. He runs a type of like hybrid between a 4-3 and a 3-4. So he definitely has that versatility to, you know, switch things in and out. And that might work good with this, you know, the type of players we have. A lot of them are already, you know, used to the 4-3. You know, we got a lot of guys from the Patriots who ran the 3-4. They can, you know, implement some of those, you know, schemes into this defense. And ultimately, man, if any of you guys, that's a lot of people, that's the main issue they had with Gus Bradley, is he didn't really change shit up too much. He was very conservative at times. He was very bad at adjusting. I think what you're gonna see with this team on both offense and defense is we're gonna be a team that, you know, week by week we're tweaking things here and there, you know, according to the rival we play. That's just the way I see this team going forward, and honestly I'm very excited for it, because it can definitely be frustrating when, you know, you're seeing, you know, our team, it seems like a lot of times we just didn't know how to adjust. And it's like you have to adjust in the NFL, man, unless you just have a super, you know, like a super team on offense. But we don't have that. We have to, you know, have some versatility and be able to adjust on the fly. Now, the only concerning thing with him is that he doesn't have a whole lot of experience as the defensive coordinator. He's only been the coordinator for the Chicago Bears for 1 year. So there's not a whole lot, you know, body of work to judge him by. But like I said, man, he's a young option. He could definitely be a very interesting option for us. And yeah, we should definitely consider him. Ultimately, man, my opinion is if we sign this guy, I would not be mad at it. Like I said, he's definitely an interesting option. I trust what our GM's going to do. Me personally, I mean, you know, as you guys saw in my last video, I was very high on bringing in Brian Flores. You know, the thing with him, though, is we all know he's suing the NFL. Honestly, it's probably a long shot for him to come in. I still think he's the best guy available, but you know what? If he can't come in, I would definitely be down for this guy, Desai. I'd also be down for Gerard Mayo to come in. And yeah, guys, we'll definitely have to see what goes on with the defensive coordinator position. I really am excited to. I'm just waiting for that news, man. That way I can concentrate more on, you know, what potential free agents we can draft. Free agents we can sign, my bad, and what potential players we can draft on the defensive side of the ball too. Now, my final thoughts, like I said, I think the Champ Kelly hiring was a great move. It's a great first move for this regime. Like I said, I think the front office is going to be in very good hands for us in the future. And yeah, guys, also let me know what you guys think about the Champ Kelly hiring. Also, if you guys would like, you know, that Chicago Bears defensive coordinator to be, you know, the new DC for our team, man. And yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below. But with that being said, guys, that's all I have for this video. If you guys are new to the channel, though, make sure to subscribe down below. It'll really help me out to keep pushing out these Raider related videos for y'all. But with that being said, guys, I am out.